delicious. Pay me a good time. Indeed. Okay. Recruitment chart. You can go away. Where are we? Timestamps. That's fine. Meow, meow, meow. Alright. There we go. Jamak Undercity. Maybe. Oh, I think I've got my new mask. Traces, what's going on? How are you? I'm going to collect my new Papa Legbar mask. Well, it's Papa Pipo. That one. Got it. We have a new mask. Which is great.
But it seems.
So, Siren. I've been playing around a lot with Siren lately. Alright. Bone Man, what have we got for me? There's that one, and there's that one. What's the stats? 3 physical, 2 physical, and 6 stability. Interesting that that one gives you a lot more armor rating than this one does. Papa People. Alright. Tethrin, I feel like I could play around a little bit more with. But I will go with Garen. Let's do that. Put a bit of Grace on. I will switch that for Grace. Get a boost in that, so I don't have to worry about Grace as much. 10 minimum, 15, and one more range. 15, 15, 11. Cool. Alright, I gotta go get some Orengall Fragments, hopefully. And I've got to go get willow wings, little dudes that allow you to make Cloudquell. Yeah, I need one more. Alright. Let's have a look. Papa Legbar.
Something I said.
I do enjoy Verminia. Do enjoy. Actually, I've got to switch out a weapon. I've got a few weapons to level. I'm just trying to figure out which ones I want to. There's Dwellian, Ignimora. I think these I can still level, but I'll wait for that. Ignimora, Vetch. Oh, Mary's Bane. Okay. Let's get that one out of the way. No. Alright. There we go. Cool. Have you been playing Soulframe? Get out of here. Yo. Oh man, I could have stolen your soul. Oh well. I love the headbutt. Alright, what do we got? Yielding duck. Synods. Flower things I could be getting. But I do want to get Orengall's Fang. I'm just trying to figure out which of these I might actually go to this Glades of Enderin and give it a test and see if it produces what I need. And I also need pumpkins. Alright, straight down that way. Okie dokie. Hope this is the entrance for this one. I'm pretty sure it is. Ah, yeah, it is. And there's usually a bunch of dudes hanging around here. Oh, there's a mockery. Where are you? I heard you. Or maybe it's a ghost. Nope, it's definitely mockery. Where you at, bud? Yeah, there's definitely mockery here. Hilarious. Alright, let's take out big boy. Alright, mockery is frozen. We love that. Hello. That seemed like a really short amount of time for that rune to be active. But anyway. Alright, let's go check these fellas out. Alright, Papa Legbar. Let's bring on death. That's not the enemy that I targeted, but okay. The rebound. What? Interesting. Is that a brand new totem? Where are we? Rebound. What was the element? It was a bunny. I know that. The punter. The rebound. Ah, okay. Right. So it was a purple bunny. These are new names, though. The Spirited, the Blitz, the Noble. Wow, they've completely changed all of the names of the totems. What? When did this happen? This was definitely overnight. The Resolute. Interesting. Okay, so this is now called the Lith, not the Messenger. Okay. The Resolute, capable and determined, reduces armor. Wonderful. The Brawn. So they've got completely different names. That's cool. The Brawn. What? Smite. Kick. Chance. Perfect throws. Additional smite. That could be useful. But magic damage or armor is better. The Crowned. The Lith. So the Crowned is still the same. The Brawn. The Resolute. The Lith. Why were all these names changed? I guess that's great. Actually, additional smite chance would be much better. Attack speed. Smite chance. Reduction of armor and armor. So what have I got now for armor? 76. Okay. Yeah, right. When did all this happen? The Ambling. The Clever. Interesting. So each totem has got like a completely different new name. The Rallying, the Tireless. Interesting. I'm fine. Currently out of a job. Had a long depression episode. Last month I applied for a job. Oh, nice. Yeah. City garden maintenance. Yeah, nice. Uh-huh. Well, it's good that you called them. Action is good. Okay. Awesome. So there's a work contract in place? That's good. That's awesome. Congrats. That's a really good outcome. Dope. Very good. I'm also waiting on a different contract. See, that one's still called the Messenger. Aha. So there's definitely been a hotfix. This... Wait a minute. What's going on with the runes? 125 voltaic for 30 seconds. Okay. The UI is a bit bugged out still. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. The Blitz, the Scavenger. So that's still an old name. Aha. So each weapon class obviously has a different totem. So let's have a look at Gathanin, the Nimble, the Headlong. So if we go to the Compendium, the Scourge, the Scavenger. Right, so they're diversifying different names for different weapon classes. That's good. Interesting. Cool. Hell yeah. It's good to look forward to stuff, honestly. Whatever it may be. It gets your brain into like a structural, you know, schedule, basically. You know that you're being supported with like your base needs, like income, food, shelter, all those sorts of things. That's really good about the work contract, and it's good that the work contract was put forward, especially after like a week of internship. A lot of I can't really speak for a lot of employers, but ooh, is this new? Oh no, cool. A lot of places generally would do like an internship thing. From what I've heard, if you work in the city in Germany, you will have a lot of benefits. Ah, that's awesome. Yeah. So, from my understanding, in say like working for a city council, yeah, they generally do give a lot of benefits to different people, which is great. Or like you're doing like public service essentially. So yeah, councils generally do give pretty good benefits to people who work for the councils. It's similar here. No, 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 no. 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 Come on. Right, so that storm shield that I have gives a bit of stagger. Stylish. I'll be looking for a different contract on I think state and federal government. There's some stuff coming up, so... Oh wow, you actually hit me. These assassins, I swear, they're the next ones to get the buff to leveling up their aim. Hello. Excuse me. That's rude. And you can't compare the work for a private company with a city. If you work for the city, there's no stress. Yeah, I mean, they give you a lot of guidelines to work through. It definitely comes down to environmental mindset and leadership, that's for sure. But also, from my experience of being in Germany, German people are very structured in a very good way. It's like, get the job done, do it well, which is phenomenal. you definitely get a lot of privatized enterprise in Australia, which is good, but there can be a lot of dramatical stuff that goes on. Ooh, I like this puzzle room. Where's the other button? Over here. Eh. There we go. And last one. Excellent. The water looks amazing. Hopefully we get the Orengall's Fang. Quicksilver polished. I'm not going to shake my fist at that. You know what I would do if I would live in Australia? Yes. You will probably have to give me more context than what you will do. I'm not really aware of your interests. Probably go to the beach and travel a lot. Which, I don't blame you. We do have some pretty class beaches here. And coastlines. And just, in general, coastlines are really cool. Oh, you love nature and animals? Oh, you'd like a lot of the hiking, mountain, climbing, etc. It's quite good. There's a beautiful rainforest that's probably about like an hour and a half away from where I live. It's beautiful. It's very popular. One of my friends went out on I think like a 17-kilometer hike. I think it was yesterday. It's a beautiful area, so you would love it. They bumped into a baby taipan, or a baby brown, which is probably the most deadly snake in the world. They can kill you within a couple of minutes with their venom, so it's pretty full on. But as long as you kind of leave them alone, they're okay. They'll just leave. So many videos of foster care for animals, like wombats. Wombats are cute. They're not really around as much the city that I'm near, but they are pretty cute. Koalas as well. They're not a bear. They're more of like a marsupial. But they do have a contagion, which is gross. It's not deadly, but it's definitely transferable to human. Alright, I'm going to rerun this map, I think, and see if the Orengall's Fang will drop. Yeah, wombats are cute. They're pretty grumpy, but they're cute. Is there a chest? No. I should probably check out the patch notes for the totems as well. It's nice to see them diversify the names. Yo, okay, so that... Where did I come from? So I went all the way up from here, all the way down here, next to the wazard. That's nuts. Do you know what wombats do to defend their caves? No, I don't. I feel like people outside of Australia pay more attention to what we do to our animals and what they do. Well, I mean, apart from people who work with wildlife, definitely know a lot more than I do. We love a good stampede. Alright, once I'm leveled this particular weapon, I think I'll continue leveling my stuff. Yo, even a headshot, headbutt killed that dude. That's pretty cool. The effects in the game have been definitely upgraded. Like, the water effects are really nice. Awesome. I could know more about animals, but I don't. But wombats, I'm not really sure on how they defend their cave or little hole in the ground. I'm sure that you can riddle me the reason of what they do. You can try to be teleporty, but you know what? You've gone. Bye, Wazard. Earthroot. Nice. Gildor Tempered. That is for bow and arrow, I'm pretty sure. Thank you very much for your soul. Awesome. There we go. Mari's Bane. Leveled. They have a special hard bone on their back and butt, and they will use it to predators to crush bones. Oh, like as in like they sit on them? Kind of like Bromius? Speaking of, I could probably be using that pact. Alright. Combat arts, where are you? We have an absolute surplus of points in the long blade class at the moment. Even short blades. Like, it's pretty much maxed out. Yeah, that's maxed. And so is this. So, not really sure what we can do to convert those points, but magic is definitely not a filled tree. Even the fly blades as well, like, you can barely access half the tree. So, I'm curious to see what will happen. Pole arms, they don't have a full tree. Sword and board also don't have a full tree. A little bit more on the bows as well, but there we go. We got Mari's Bane done. What's next? Igni Mora. Dwellian I can probably level. And then, let's have a look. Stats. Why do they keep shifting like that? I'm going to drop this down to 20. And then at least I'll do Spirit. And then Grace can just kind of stay that way. So at least I've got the 5+ boost for the Grace. You've got a short video on wombats? Hell yeah. Oh, I don't think it'll allow links in chat. It's only because I put the security up a little bit more, because I've had a few fantastical like spots and stuff hanging out in chat recently. It's been great. So yeah, I don't allow links in chat directly. If you want to, you can do it through Discord, just in the Smoothbitz or Smooth Operations channel. Wombats defend themselves. I will. It's not really something I've necessarily thought about. It's really funny. I bet they are. But I bet you this is what they do. Just crushing bones with their ass. And they're like chunky little things too. Well, I shouldn't say little. They're probably as big as like a medium-sized dog. But I do like wombats though. The reflection on the water is really nice. Yo, that's really nice. Oh, and there's a scarecrow. Do we have an Uno Fragmento? Excuse me, duck. Where are you going? 21411. So you're called the Plunge. Okay, and that's for a longsword. Wombats defend themselves, retreating by their burrows when they use their tough bony rumps to block the entrance and crush predator skulls against the burrow roof. Wow, okay. I did not know that. Attack speed. Reduction of armor. Okay, so 17 magic armor. Additional smite is good. Reduction of armor is good. I could do more attack speed, and kickstaggers increase the charge rate of their next heavy. Throw slow movement. Okay. I might actually do the kickstagger and see how well that operates. I did not know that that's how they operated to crush enemy skulls. I bet you that's what wombats do. I still feel like the Garen Rude would work very well with the headbutt. I am going to go do the boss round and see what I can obtain mostly experience from them now. Wombat death. We love it. Wombat destruction, I should say. Oh man, we got a 3-star. Okay, we'll go do that. I'm kind of hoping that I get a spirit-based Gildor or Quicksilver. Quicksilver, blessed by Mora. I wasn't brushed up on how some of the blessed joineries were applied. There seems to be a categorization, let's have a look, of the Gildor, the Verite, the Feybolt, and the Quicksilver blessed type of joinery. So now that I know that, I'm a lot better informed. I just found Noko. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Give me a soul. Noko and the Arbor set. I really like that arc gun. It's really good. It does like different status application every single shot. And the multi-shot, I'm assuming, boosts the damage output instead of adding more rockets, which I think is a fair way of creating that particular weapon. Alright, so what do we got? So, Sail Sprout. That's right where Nimrod is. Not sure if I should put Raw on him. Honestly, I subsumed Araxia's web ability over his third instead of using the mini mushroom. And it's very good. But yeah, Raw would work exceptionally on him. Okay, so he can bust you up through that. Oh no. 1, 2, 3. And jump. Alright, you don't like that. That's good. And I don't like lightning damage. You still don't get a direct attack with certain weapons when they're in their web at roots ability though, which is a shame. Avocot, please. I'm trying to take on this enemy here. 3, 2, 1. Dip out. We're just going to keep doing this all day, Dimrod. And then see how much damage you take. It's only 1 tick. For as long as they last. Can I please have your Everflamer in? I just would like another copy. See, there we go. There's Odiak. So, you can farm Odiak from this dude. Which is great. You could do an invisible build with Noko for sure. You could do anything really. Like the helmet system is great for that. Alright, what do we got? We're going to the Undercity? No, but we will go here. corrupted enemies. Where are you? I hear a duck. Okay. He's gone. Derek the duck. Excited for the envoy hour? Oh yeah, they are doing that, aren't they? Yes. At least a new chairman for a dev stream. Yeah. I think, when is that starting? Actually, it would have been finished by now. I believe. I think for me it was like 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. So I missed out, unfortunately. It should be up on Twitch though. So I could probably actually watch that to see what they were doing. Alright, we got an ad break. I don't think so. That one. Can I dismiss you? I can. But then what I'd like to do... Oh man, I can't snooze. Damn it. That's right. We'll just have to go through the ad breaks. Alright. Banneret. Who are we going up against? Estella. Panctamoon. What's the other one? The Butcher. I've seen that nameplate come up. So, makes me curious as to who the Butcher will be. Fresh meat. Diablo 3. Or at least just Diablo crossover. That'd be really funny. I bet you it's Panctamoon. The gold one. Nope. It's the Butcher. How the hell did I call that? Butcher. Wonderful. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna let these bitches kill each other. Hilarious. See? How did the Butcher nameplate get placed onto a banneret? I'll never know. She is a butcher, though. Excuse me. A whole bunch of ass. Rump stomp. Alright, please don't set me on fire. That's a bit rude. Again, don't set me on fire. Oh god. Alright, so that only does 1 damage tick per hit. That doesn't seem right. Alright, you can play with the mockeries, because they're quite savage. So, enjoy your time. They actually do pretty good stagger damage as well. Yeah, they really do. Alright, we like... Ooh, I can get a backstab in. Alright, I'll take your soul. She's gonna heal, and I don't like you doing that, so please don't. I'll take your soul. And you're still healing. Okay. Alright, Rump Stomp, you are delicious. Nope. Alright, so you can kind of block a lot of her damage output as long as you cast your 3. My lord. There we go. Hell yeah. Champion stance. Thanks, Flappy Bird. Duelian. Rank 8. Alright, what did we get from you? A Vasp for Polearm Fragment. Okay. Alright, we've got a key. We can probably go do the Saccade if we really want to, but Wazard and the Nimrod have been done. Yeah, we can go do the Saccade. Take down Mr. Papalegba. Alright. think I've done the Saccade perhaps once this week. Oh, you just had 3-minute commercials? Oh, fair enough. Last Envoy hour was cancelled because Sarah was sick. So it's this week, same time as usual. I'm pretty sure it's, like, already been done. Yeah, it would be November 4th, EST time. Play Soulframe, where are you? There we go. Play Soulframe. Envoy hour, number 5. Ah, okay, so it hasn't been up yet. So, when does that happen? Last stream. Oh, for me it's tomorrow, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. My bad. So, the next one is tomorrow, 7 a.m. for me. Well, that's good to know. Envoy hour, number 6. Okay. 7 to 8, so I haven't missed it. Good. Right. Well, that's me and my brain thinking that it was going to be today. So it's always the day after for me. So it's scheduled for the 4th, but that's for everyone else in the world, which is tomorrow. And for me, it'll be the 6th. Or 5th, rather. Spicy meatloaf brain. You know, it's great. So it's good that I didn't miss it. So it's Envoy hour tomorrow, and then I'm sure that they'll tell us when the next dev stream will be. Which is great. Ooh, I like this room. Deep Bell, does that do anything? No. Okay. Soul mode doesn't show anything. Oh, Saccade. No. This is nice. I haven't seen this particular area before. Right. That doesn't do anything. There's nothing in here. Doesn't look like anything activates here. So. Can I light these? Yo, you can just run into stuff now and it explodes. Yeah, cool. Okay, that's cool. I wonder if we can light these up, though. What about these sconces? No? Nope. Can I take this off the wall? Nope. Okay. Have to be thorough. Okay. Oh, look. There's a bug in Myrtle. Well, Myrtle, the shield. Alright. This is the way to go. Hello, ghost. Alright. There's the Saccade in there. And Ghosty. Yo. Alright, we got something in here. Okay, got some accords. We love it. And nothing in there. We'll go smash some things, and then we will go smash the Saccade. Hey, bud. And apparently he's called the Butcher as well. Alright. Apparently we have lots of butchers in the game. Take my rump thumb. So that doesn't stagger him though. He does do DPS damage though, that's cool. Alright, you can't block that. Okay, he's gonna start getting aggressive in a second. Okay, that still doesn't track enemies though. Unfortunate. You don't like the flyblades, which is nice. I was really happy to see they added 2 new masks for the Halloween, but I already have them in less than 2 hours. Nothing more to do in Soulframe, so I'm excited if they're planning to add more small things to P12. I don't think it will come this year. You never know. I mean, they're pretty good at doing, like, mini hotfixes and additions to the game. Like, the nameplates of all the totems have changed. I haven't read any of the patch notes, myself, so I didn't actually check Discord or anything. I generally just jump into game and, go in blind. And then, if I really feel like I'm getting FOMO, which is rare, I will check patch notes in the Discord, the private one, just to see if the if there is actually anything that I've missed. This puzzle, I need the head of the statue to get the torch. Alright, bud. Well, it's leg day today, which I've already done. Alright. Come on. Over here. I want to try one of these torches back at that room and see if it does anything. Alright. I'm not sure how long this thing will last, but I cannot switch my weapon. If I do, I end up losing the torch, and I don't want that. Where did it come through? Down here. Don't lose the torch. Don't lose the torch. Are you excited for the Warframe December update? Is that the old piece update? I hope so. Okay, so that's the exit down here. Great. I think. I am. Very much so. I really want to see pretty much like what the Orokin will like. If we get to meet them, the new content looks exceptional. So, I'm very excited for that. Definitely excited to meet Adis and hear him sing Sentience back to life and see how that relationship develops with the operator as well. Yeah, old piece, yeah, it seems pretty good. Uriel looks really cool. Yeah, Roth, yeah, he does look pretty dope. Marie Larue, I think, is Wisp. Oh, hello. Excuse me. Isn't this how ghosts should be dealt with? Burn by fire. Alright, the flame damage actually does something now, which is great. I love using these sconce torches. I wish we had access to them more. So, can we use it? No, okay. You saw it? Uriel has 666 live? Yeah, I know. I thought that was quite interesting. If that's its base level, I mean, without any modifications on Uriel, and his numbers are 666s, that's pretty... I could have seen that coming. Especially because it's called the Devil's Triad. Okay. Does this do anything or no? No? No special button or... No? Okay. So we will go round to the right. I want to see how long this torch lasts outside. This way, and then... Pretty sure the exit is where those statues are. Alright, nothing in here. Okay. And end of dungeon. Okay. And this should bring me out, hopefully, near Fort Conehold. I can't switch my weapon. I need to remember to not do that. Okay, sweet. It does bring me out near Conehold. Great. Alright, let's go burn some Sinecure. It'll be interesting to see what the rest of Uriel's kit will be like. Ow. Alright. There we go. Get out of here. Dope. Okay, I lost the torch. Well worthwhile. Alright. You can sacrifice yourself, that's fine. I don't know if I want to go into Little Impity, but potentially. He didn't understand everything of the old piece update. Does it already lead us to Tau? Not quite. Tau is a completely different area, as far as I understand. So it's kind of like, from my understanding of Tau, that will be given to us next year. So the old piece seems like it's a lead up to getting to Tau through the old piece and sharing the story of the Orokin, what's going on with the Grineer. They used to be like protectors or builders, and then they seem like they have an offshoot and turn savage. So it definitely comes down to a few factors, I think, with the lore base of Warframe. I know about the new proto frames and the Tower mode, but it will have the new Tower quest already they showcased. I think the Devil's Triad is in itself a different part that's being added to the game. And then it looks like we'll be getting the old piece update after. Give me that soul. Damn it. There we go. God, that was a bit of a delay. Okay, so they can knock you out of the activation of the third ability. Gotcha. Yo, mate. Jesus, calm down. Okay. There we go. So it seems like there's like a multi-part addition to the updates. So we'll get the Devil's Triad first, and then we'll get the old piece, and then Tau is next year. So I can understand the confusion around that, because I thought, shit, yeah, we're getting Tau. No, not until next year, 2026. Hello, Stein. I'm just going to take out your healing buddy. Alright, lady. Bring it on. Okay. And you still continue to heal after you've been interrupted. That seems fair. Excuse me. Nope. Okay. Stuff locked. Kind of. And do we know when the rework for focus schools will come next year? Apparently there is no rework. It's a completely different new system, as far as I'm aware. With the Tau school, at least. So, I'm not too sure what's going to happen with the surplus of millions of focus points that we have for all of the other focus schools. What is it? Zenurik, Onairu, Vazarin, Naramon, and Madurai. So, I'm not too clear on exactly what's going to be happening with that just yet. I think we'll just have to wait and see what they have to say on the dev stream. Jesus Christ. Okay, you get no iframes with the third ability cast. I thought we did, but unfortunately we don't. Alright, Mac. Flappy Bird. Let's go. Ah, all of you assholes are here. Okay. Give me your souls. Come on. Give me souls. That is very slow to activate. Yo, I didn't think so. Can I hit you from this far away? Barely. These archers are insane. Their range is crazy. There we go. The passive got it. Sweet. Alright, give me a soul. Come on. Give me a soul. Alright, fine. Okay, so that does track on terrain, which is good. And you'd like to heal again. Okay, so that tracks downhill, but that doesn't track up the stairs. Oh no, you're gonna set me on fire. Focus schools won't get a full rework? As far as I'm aware, no. Unless they're just saying that and then all of a sudden we get a whole rework on focus schools. Wonderful. Guild or polished. That'll be fine. But will it give us something like ultimate ability? Indeed it will, yes. Inari Hammer, they showcased. Yeah. So it seems like what's going to happen is that each school is going to get like an ultimate ability. As far as focus, I don't think that we have to farm focus. Maybe perhaps what we'll have to do is just turn the surplus points. Who knows? It's speculation at the moment. I don't really know much more than anyone else at the moment, apart from what they have showcased. Alright. Melrog, welcome. Do you want to open the door, or are you going to just keep Oh, okay, he's bugged out. That's a shame. Where's that torch? Yep, he's bugged out. We love that. Boom. Alright, we'll see if we can get him to spawn. Are you gonna show up to me, bud? Nope. Okay. Knock, knock. Come on. Get out of here. Alright. Let's see if we can jump down again. And potentially he will show up. Unless he's just gonna scream in his glass cage of emotion. It sounds like that's what he's gonna do. I'm not really sure how to effectively reset him though. Ha 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 ha. Come on, buddy. Come out of the room. No? Okay. He's definitely bugged. That's a shame. Wazard, Nimrod, we've done. We'll go up and see Impety. Alright. No Malrog for us today. Unfortunate. Yeah, just let him scream. Yeah. I mean, I don't really need to farm him anymore. I think I've got predominantly everything that I need from him. I'm pretty sure it was the Dwellian, the sword that I'm using, which is an amazing design, by the way. I love it. I was thinking to transition it to be a spirit sword for a Shelter Pact spirit user. Because it's so pretty. It does have the rank requirement of 20 to use it most effectively. So I have thought about making it a spirit sword instead, because we do have an absolute ton of long blades, which are pretty much like all courage. Dwellian, I think, was grace based for whatever reason. I chose to switch it off to the courage. Yeah, it's awesome. Even the Watan dagger is quite lovely. But yeah, the actual sword itself is just beautiful. Like, it's really, really nice. So I am thinking about reforging it to become a spirit sword. Because at the moment it's a 3-star courage. But I used a Blessed by Mora on it. And then Watan is very, very good. Quite comparable to the Grin. The difference in their smite chance is really quite good. The Watan is very, very nice with Everflame. I do choose attack speed. The damage nearby enemies can be useful. But even like armor reduction is actually quite good. Again, additional smite chance is definitely something that I choose a lot of, because that will empower your rune far more effectively than not. And then I can put like a duck, which is maximized, into the armor rating. So it pushes my armor rating even further up as well. But because I can get 2 armor totems on the defensive slot when the Arcstorm rune is put into your Flyblades, you get, I think, 15 magic armor and then 11 physical, which is quite a good leap. Even having 65 armor is not too shabby. So the Watan blade itself is very good for smite. Grin also is exceptional, so I might actually switch that over to the armor. Where is it? Additional smite, attack speed, and armor reduction if I really want. Or you can put like the little cleft deer in for the stagger on primary attacks, so it helps to stagger the enemies a lot faster. Damage nearby enemies is quite effective as well. You can do your slow movement speed if you really choose to, but the armor reduction I find is still quite comparable. So that's how I use these 4 weapons. I don't really use Vertigerous, to be honest. And Nettle, it is good, but I still get a much bigger output of damage with the attunement to Courage, because I put quite a bit of Courage boost with the Bromius Pact, and that's predominantly for the first ability, Rump Thump. The Webbit root is still quite weak. It only does 1 damage tick per hit. As far as the passives go, not really sure how active they are, as in if they're actually activating every single time. So the chance to steal armor strength from targets on every attack, I don't know how that's applied, because we don't have any icons to really show us how much percent or armor strength that we're building with every attack. And then with the small amount of damage blocked by armor is dealt to the attacker, again, I've got no indication on how these operate on the actual pact itself, especially within the UI. So I've gone for Sympathy and Voided just to be able to get the Smite heal back with Bromius as well. Verite's better. Verite Joinery, you mean? I don't like the Gildor Joineries. I think it's not worth it. Do you mean because of the 4% life leech? And I think Verite gives you a 25% damage output increase, which is nice. So I don't disagree with you on that one. Let's have a look at the Joineries. Yeah, so you can get like a 25%, and that gives you less. But if I get like a Verite, so yeah, I've got the Blessed by Mora Verite, but I will need a Blessed by Iridis, I'm pretty sure, which I do have, which is fine, but I would rather put one of these on the, what's it called? Actually, I'm going to go see what I can do with the Dwellian now. But because I use a lot of Courage virtue, I tend to find it's more beneficial to be using a Courage-based Joinery. So I can put a Grace-based on there. I can put a Gildor Spirit, but if I get a Verite... Actually, that doesn't make sense. I need... Yeah, I need the Verite Blessed by Iridis. That's what I need in the Joineries to be able to make it a Spirit Sword with plus 25 damage and perfect 3 damage. I wasn't aware of that for a little while, but only due to the RNG drop chances of the Blessed Joineries. And on a personal level, I think the Blessed Joineries should just be that, and only deal with the actual attunement of the weapon, rather than applying the statistics to them. Yeah, the 4% lifesteal, I agree. I don't really utilize it that much. Okay. I'm getting served. $300 damage on a throw. Wow. That's pretty dope. Impedy. What do we get? Mockery Deathrot. Lovely. Alright, that's another boss out of the way. Let's go see Kobucha. He's one of my favorite bosses, as well as Etheldred, the Orb Mom, or Spider Mom. She's pretty savage, but she's pretty fun to do a bit of a joust with. She's great. So I'll take Dwellian for a bit of a run, and I'll probably switch away from the Watan Dagger though. it is really good, but I prefer to do ranged primary and melee secondary, or vice versa. But also, the Pricklies are quite good. Even though they're 1 star, their smite chance is phenomenal. So, I would prefer to use these. Especially with the armor boost as well. It gets me to 76. I think you can roughly get up to like 90 armor if you set yourself up properly. Ah, you sneaky bastard. But yeah, Rump Thump does a really decent amount of damage. Like, very decent amount of damage. I do tend to find that I'm getting a lot of items that are unidentified and they don't have an icon that shows up, but I keep on seeing the clear cell, so I'm wondering what those items are. Like, I'm collecting them, but they're just not showing up correctly. As far as the lifesteal goes, it's really redundant, in my opinion, especially for the Gildor, because you get lifesteal back from a lot of the packed sympathy. Oh, Cabbage Patch Kids. Hey, guys. You guys do GPS as well. I've learned the hard way. And salad time. I love their transformation. Great. Cheeky little bastards. I would love to be able to charm one of these guys, though, just for a small amount of time. Little savage. Cheeky little things. I love them. Where'd you guys go? Alright. See ya. Webbit Wood. Where's Kabucha? I'm gonna see if I can backstab him. Hey, bud. I like this boss. He's very cool. Oh, wait. You can't backstab him? No way. Okay. Yo. That's a bit rude. Alright. You like ringing your bell, clearly. There's the Dance of Growth. And there's more Cabbage Patch Kids. Alright. That does absolutely nothing to stagger him. Okay. Giant potato salad. No armor, though. Oh, I lied. Narrow's Bane. Cool. Alright. Well, there's Kabucha. And there's a 3-star. And we are going to go do that. Hopefully we get the Betagar Stag. Would be interesting to put a Blessed by Mora Joinery on the Odiak. Well, I've actually built another Odiak for that reason. I've got tons of the fragments, which is lucky, so I'm glad I got them as when I did. I'm looking at potentially doing probably a courage-based one, and possibly a grace-based one, just so I can utilize the 3 different Odiaks for 3 different builds. But at this present time, I don't have enough inventory space, unfortunately, to satiate that, because I chose to use all of my premium currency very quickly, mostly to boost packed creation, and a few armor pieces as well, so may have been slightly wasteful, but I don't really care. We need the corrupted dudes. There we are. And because Odiak has the voltaic damage, I can only imagine how much more powerful it will be, especially even with Tethrin applied. That and the fact that it has boosted voltaic damage. So switching a new Odiak into a courage-based one will be stupidly powerful. Even just the Odiak by itself, even without a spirit-based pact on, is incredible. Where is it? There we go. I mean, you can still have a base virtue setup of like, what? Yeah, 10 spirit. Its base stat, it does 66 damage. But then you can even just put, say, an attack speed on it. You can do additional smite chance, magic armor, and physical armor boost. And then within the combat arts as well, it synergizes really, really well with the grounded. So you get speed when standing still. So even though it's not completely maxed spirit in the virtue at the moment, I've just got the base requirement for the Odiak to operate properly. Even against the Odin Basalcum, the tank I'm about to go up against is ridiculous. And then once you empower the rune, Arcstorm, it's even more powerful. It's ridiculous. So I'll see if I can steal a rune. Soul, rather, to empower the rune. Come on. Give me your soul. Thank you. That will be fine. So, Odiak in a nutshell just turns into a minigun. So, if you add that and attune the Odiak to Courage, put it on Rumthump, Tethrin, basically any pact it will synergize with, the voltaic damage output is insane. Bapa Pepper Mask. As soon as the Founders Pack will be released, more of the currency, potentially, but I have a feeling the currency will be hopefully added into the Founders Pack, which I'm saving my dollars for. I definitely want to become a Soulframe founder. It's a phenomenal game, and I'm really pleased to be part of the Soulframe Preludes cohort as well. But yeah, this is Odiak, max spawn 30, maxed everything basically, and apart from spirit output in the virtues. But I can only imagine how good it will be if you empower it with Tethrin even further by making it a courage-based weapon, which I could probably actually sell another weapon to actually do that. So why don't we do that? What weapon can I sell? Blitzel, Gathanen. What's one that I really don't use a lot of? Thistle I'm going to keep. I'm not going to get rid of any of the starter weapons. Nettle. I can probably get rid of that because I've got a shit ton of the shards. A bit of a waste because I put a Gildor on there, but... So you can sell your packs as well. That's not ideal. Alright, Nettle. Yeah, I got the Founders Pack too. Yeah. Alright, goodbye Nettle. You are a 1-star weapon. And then what we'll do is put a Courage Blessing onto the new Odiak that I've assembled.
How can I do better? Alas.
So this is the one that I've just made. Actually, I lied. No, it's not.
Yeah, it rings so.
So this is my original pact. I would really like to see it have the attunement up here, or within here. It doesn't show at all within this UI, which is a shame. So I can turn it to Grace, Spirit, or Spirit. Do I have Courage? Shit, yeah, I do. Alright, so I'm going to have to level this particular one up to switch it to Courage. So I'll start doing that now. And then I'm going to start using it with the Courage. So, Odiak. We have our Spirit-based Pact. And then we've got our Odiak to level. So I'll enhance the rune. I'll put the attack speed on. Stagger on primary. Attacks reduce armor. We could do that. Where's the... That doesn't seem right. There we go. Additional smite chance. There we go. We need the duck and the rat. Cool. So I still get to maintain a relatively good amount of... Actually, it doesn't even change because it's the same build. So we'll level up this Odiak, and then we'll switch it over to Courage, and then I'm going to start using Tethering with it, just to kind of see how it performs. I'm sure it'll perform exceptionally well, though. But even, like, leveling this as well will be quite easy, because it's such a powerful weapon by itself anyway.
Once more.
88 armor, and you one hit a Benarat. Thanks, Flappy Bird. Amazing. No, you don't get to do that. That's a bit rude. You can block all of my attacks if you want, but you're gonna die. So yeah, voltaic damage at the moment, damage output wise, is absolutely insane. Let's go take on Etheldred. Oh look, are you a super rare deer? I hope you are. You're not. Unfortunate. 5441. Thank you for the extra harmony. All 175. Yeah, I think the Founders Pack will be quite good. Etheldred, where you at, love? Hello. Alright, let's see if we can coax you out of your bollocks. Alright, she doesn't like that, which is great. Oh shit, she really doesn't like that. Okay. Do you think they will add more damage types? I wouldn't think about it as toxic. I wouldn't mind seeing something like a poison. I know it's kind of the same concept. I'm thinking of terms of... We've got sharp damage, blunt damage, voltaic, arcanic damage. What else? I'm pretty sure that's predominantly all the damage types in Soulframe at the moment. Let me just deal with Etheldred. She's a pain in the ass. Sweet. We've got sharp damage, blunt, voltaic, arcanic. I think that's about it. I think the only weapon in the game that has any different type of damage and is very effective against mockeries is the Rook, which is blunt damage. Everything else is either sharp, voltaic, arcanic. Yeah, it's pretty much all sharp damage, basically. So yeah, I do hope to see that we get a increase in different damage variants and the potential for, I don't know, maybe like a form of joinery that allows us to attune and change the damage type away from sharp damage, as an example. But voltaic is certainly one of the best damage types in the game at the moment. Like, it's incredible. So we've done all of the bosses of Wazid, Nimrod, Mr. Handsome in the Kernhold is having a moment. And we've done Etheldred. So I'm going to go do this 3-star and see if I can get a few more blessed joineries. I guess if they add hammers, they will have blunt damage too. Well, I mean, blunt damage is already in the game, so yeah, it makes sense to have that be blunt. I would hope to see more elemental style. I would love to actually see corrupt magic in the game. To what Lady Diora does when you first initially meet her. I would love to see corrupt magic, in all honesty. I do like the effects of, say, like the Earthroot staff. Its damage type is Arcanic at the moment. But it would be nice to see that shifted and corrupt magic be added into the game. Especially if we're getting, like, more concept of, like, the Sinecure or Ode style packs and abilities. The healing ability from the enemies is very cool. I love the spell effect. So it would be nice to see more appropriation of the Sinecure's magic, basically. Alright. Damn it. We have to go into the Undercity. That's right. Hey, look. There's a reflection on the grass over there. I don't know what that's from, though. It goes away sometimes, though. So I'm not exactly sure what that is. But I've seen it since yesterday. But I think corrupt magic could be very viable within the game for us. I mean, you know, fight fire with fire, basically. You know, the Sinecure have got their own magic type. ODX seems to be that style of Sinecure weapon. So I would love to see more of those. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a lot of items that when I acquire them, they aren't showing up exactly what those items are. I can only assume either when I log in, log out, it's going to update my inventory of whatever those items are, because I do not know what they will be. There are a lot of unidentified items at the moment. Cabbage Patch Kids. You guys are still here. Alka's children. Alright. Apricot, where are you? I know you're here. Sneeze away. And call me Leggy. Okay. I can hear you. Where you at, bud? I can hear you, but I don't see you. Even the compass has changed. That's nice. Sail sprout ahead. Alright. Well, where is he? He's probably up the hill. I can hear you. Come on, buddy. Where you at? Hey, bud. Ow. Yeah, they do something like, I don't know, DPS venom damage or something. It's pretty cool. And now you're a little salad. Jesus. You guys keep multiplying. Alright, I'm gonna chase this little bugger down. Where'd you go? Ah. Over the hill and far away. Okay. Where is this avocado? Are you up in the trees? Yes, you are. Where are you? Oh, okay, you're right here. Hello. Alright, so Drax, Gossamer, Bromius, Garen Road. I don't really understand why these are here. You gotta go, have fun. Maybe you can showcase me the Courage Zodiac. Yeah, I will, definitely. I'll level this one up, change the achievement, and then I'll probably save it for either later or tomorrow morning as well. So, yeah, good to see you. Enjoy the evening or day. Well, it'll be your evening time, so. Good night. Ah, insta-heal. See, look, there's a hammer. We can appropriate this. And the shield. Hammer and shield. That'd be great. Perfect example. And Ascension. Oh gosh, yeah. Definitely get some sleep then, my friend. Yeah, good night. Alright. Bye, little stinky man. Alright, where are we going? Where is this banner at? Undercity, okay. Savagery. I'll take your soul. Thank you very much. Excellent. Rank 5. Only another 25 levels to go. Courage-based Zodiac, eh? This is going to be insane. Very cool, though. Hell yeah. Fist bump. Alright. Let's go and have a look. Do you have an Orengall fragment for me? That would be great. Flappy, take me home. Right, your nameplates aren't showing up. Jesus, you guys are strong too. Okay. This'll be nice. There we go. Man, I have not been to Dermak for a while. What do we got? Scrap steel. Okay. Scrap steel. Lovely. Juice ball. Okay. Can I have your soul too? Pretty please. Jacta! What's going on, Governor? How are you? Okay. Alright. Come on, bud. There we go. 2 rump thumps. Had a shower? Nice. Yeah, I went to the gym this morning. It was good. I didn't do any weights or anything. I actually did yoga instead. It was really good. I had a few, like, muscle dudes be like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, yoga. Like, why? I'm like, because it makes me feel good. Isn't that the point of working out? I don't think they really understood. So, I said, you work out your way, I do mine. How do I... I could probably cheat and jump over this. Yes, I can. I don't really understand the fact of... being able to cheese this fireplace when the lever is here, I think. And then once you come up here, I think you have to push those boxes off anyway. Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. How do you do this again? I should know how to do the right way, but I forget. No, you do have to push them off. That's redundant. That doesn't make sense at all. You should be able to, like, stand in here and, like, break the boxes open instead of having to... Yeah. Little Jack jumped over the candlestick style. Let me guess. They said, what a dumb thing to do. Why not do weights, bruh? Do you even fit? Oh, well, I mean, they didn't quite say that. If they said that to me, I would tell them to F off. I do enough weights for myself. Like, it's more for the functionality. I don't care about muscle building to the degree of, say, like, you know, looking like a big old muscle dude. Like, it's just not my thing. It's not the way that my body type is. So, I'm very tall, very lanky. I accept it. I've got more of like a swimmer's build, so functional movement is pretty much what I go for. I don't go for like the whole aesthetic of I've got muscles and all that sort of stuff. So even though it looks great, like, you know, oh wow, I love this tile set. Yay, puzzles. Alright, where do we go here? It's not that one. I am creating a new Odiak build, which will be super fun. But I have to level this one first to be able to do so. You're behind the waterfall, aren't you, Benneret? No, you're not. Is she downstairs? Oh, there she is. Hanktamoon, we love you. Yo, this passive is insane. No, 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 no. Don't do that, please. She's got the zoomies. Alright, so the particles don't outstretch the web roots anymore, so that's good to see. But I'm only doing 1 damage tick per hit, which sucks. No, don't heal. Okay, the heavy attacks do now direct when the enemies are rooted. The gravitational hit is hilarious. I'm just gonna stand here all day and do a heavy attack on you. Ow. Fist pump. And a victory stance. Thanks, Flappy Bird. Yogurt's better for the mind? Oh, hell yeah. Perhaps if you moved closer. Huh? See, look. Unidentified item, once again. Okay. Alright, so that pulls this around. There's another grappling hook. Not up there. And that brings the drawbridge down, I'm pretty sure. It does. So, there's that one. But there's also another one up there. So, curious on that one. Alright, that doesn't like using that. That's fine. So if I do this one. Alright, that doesn't like that either. So what is this one for exactly? So there's another one up there, is there not? Yeah, so there's that there. So where's the other hook for it? That's one down there. That opens up that area. And then there's another one over there. I remember that one. Okay. Let's go up here. That's where we came through, up here. Doorway. Come through here. Fist bump action. And then to open that door, I think it's through here. Ooh. Hello. Lunch break? Maybe? Yeah. I interrupted your lunch break. Sorry, bud. So, this one here is a puzzle, I know. You do have to go through that little gate, but I've kind of skipped part of it. Quite a lot of it, actually. This is the exit. We got that. And then we'll go back up here. Soul gates. See? Look. If we got this activated on the upper world of Madrath, we could just teleport to any gate, as long as we give it something to be able to teleport us. Right, so there's that. I think... Alright, that's the other tower. And then... there's this one here. So... okay, so this is the other area. And then... use this one for that. Love that passive. So there's that. There's the bridge. The ladder's down, and then there's that one there. And then that opens up this pathway. Okay. Alright, so now you can pretty much access most of this area. But I never really know what's up here. Like, is there anything special up here anymore? Just that. What's the point of coming up here? Okay. Well, that's how to do most of it. Yo, that dude got yeeted. Alright. Well, that's them out of the way. So... this is one of the puzzle rooms. And you need a head just for that to open up this, which I'm pretty sure is down here. There it is. Alright. So there's the blockhead. And then I think, yeah, you can put it down here. I think. And then you can pick that up again and go up the stairwell. I can't believe I can remember all this, but I do enjoy puzzles. That's how to get through. That's right. Excuse me. I feel like I'm getting ready for my second round of coffee. Alright, so through here, up the stairs. As long as you've got the sinecure out of the way, they won't annoy you. And then, I believe... yeah, you could go up the ramp here. And then it's around to the left, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and there's the door. Sweet. Puzzle challenge completed. I probably could put this into a YouTube video. Which I probably will. And the envoy is doing leg day. Alright, there we go. Hopefully it gives us the Orengall Fragment Part 2. Negatory. It gives us Drax, Moronite, and Gossamer Quartz. That's a shame. Anyway, that's how to do that puzzle, which I really enjoy. I think, yeah, this is like the back area that you can kind of come through and come across there. Chest over here. Oh, and we can see through the world. Can we get through there? Damn it. I'm pretty confident that's pretty much this entire map done. Excuse me. Rump thump. You can do that one there. And we do a spinneroo with the tower again. And that cuts you off from the rest of the map. And then that. We'll bring down the bridge. Awesome. And then I think there's a note here. Or there was. Oh yeah. And then that allows you back up. I think there's some sinecure down here as well. But I'm not going to annoy them. So there's that. There's this area. And then this just kind of gives you a little bit more access to everything else again. Which is great. And then you can get back through the rest of the map. So pretty much that's the entire map done. And then we can run away. Orengall's Fang. That would be great. A Gildor polished. It'd be great if it was blessed by Mora, but you know. Oh man. I knew I'd miss that. Alright. Cool. Well, that's the Tier 3 Flappy Birds adventure done. Any chest? Nope. Okay. So where does this drop us out? Around near Impedy. Okay. So what's that? Glades of Andron. Alright, we'll go see Tubalcane. Maybe that'll force all of these items that are unidentified to identify themselves.
I know.
Assembled
How
Reforge.
can I do better?
Alright, so maybe I can get cheeky. So that's my leveled Odiak. This is not. So I can do Grace, I can do Spirit. So I can definitely do Courage. That's fantastic. So I would like to put the Feybolt Polish on, but once I do that, maybe I can get a different Courage base for this one. So it looks like I need the Feybolt blessed by Mora. That's what it looks like. So I won't use that one. Although it really doesn't matter. The only statistic I care about is the +5 throw distance. So I've got Spirit. So I either need a Feybolt or a Gildor blessed by Mora. That's what I need. Oh, my pardon. I need a Feybolt blessed by Mora. That's what I need. Alright, so let's go see if we can focus that one out. And that will give me the Courage achievement for the Odiak. So, I guess we can go take on the Nell Knight, and hopefully that brings us to the Corrupted Stag, which doesn't really seem to spawn all that much with the Kid the Kings. I've had a lot more effective results with the Silent Rose faction, which I've slipped away from, so I'll have to wait another like 5 days to switch my faction again. Okie dokie, it's time to run. A long way. I probably could shift to Orengall, but eh. I have to say though, the reflections on the water look a lot nicer than what they were. Like, really nice. Necrobane, what's going on? How are you? I'm trying to focus farm a Feybolt blessed by Mora joinery to add to the Odiak, the second copy that I made, and then start playing around with the Courage packs. Afternoon shift this week? Oh, sweet. Nice. Oh, you're at work? Oh, dope. It's pretty cool that you can just, like, chill and stream and chat while you're working. That is a wise choice to do. I drop in and out? Oh, yeah. That's fine. Hey, bud. That was a bit rude. That was extremely advantageous. Can I please have your weapon? I really want it. Awesome. Gildor polished. That's a shame. Nettle. I can remake that one anytime. Glad I sold it though, because I can level up this Odiak properly. Literally melted. Won't be on for another 5 to 6 hours. Oh, that'll be fine. I'll probably be back on this later this afternoon. Yeah, that's a Odiak without any joineries. Base kind of level, added max totems and a rune. So, the totems and runes definitely give you a huge boost in your damage output and your armor rating as well, if you choose to. And I'm using the Bromius Pact. So, I think once the this copy of the Odiak is leveled, I'm going to switch it to the Blessing of Mora. Yeah, that's not even leveled. My spirit-based one, though, even at like a base level of Spirit Virtue 10 points, still does an absolute truck ton of damage to enemies. Voltaic damage just does a lot more damage than your Sharp, Blunt, or Arcanic does. Like, they're all still very effective, but Voltaic just craps all over everything in the game at the moment. So I can certainly understand why a lot of people are like, oh, where do I get Odiak? See, look, there's a reflection on that grass there. So I wonder what that's coming from. It does go away after a bit. But the best place to get the Odiak, I swear, is just the discharged Nimrod down in the northeastern quarter. It's really worth farming him. Also for the Everflame rune, but, you know. Bromius Pact should be done by time. Oh, dope. You'll really enjoy Bromius Pact, to be honest. Initially, I didn't like it, but I didn't realize that the armor wasn't applying correctly in the game. I think a couple of days later, when armor got put back into the game properly, the Bromius Pact is insane. I can't even remember what my armor rating is. I think it's about like 86-ish at the moment. And that's what the Rump Thump does. It just smashes everyone. It's great. I really enjoy this pact. The second ability, though, Web It Roots, it does work well. It's predominantly more of like a control tool rather than anything. Its damage output is not great. It does like 1 tick per damage to enemies who get caught in it. And it doesn't track enemies like at the moment. I don't know if it's meant to. Ooh, we have the Weeping Bells. I'm thinking Pokemon. I need these little dudes. So if you creep up to these big boys, you get Willow Wings, 3 of them. And you need those to make the Cloud Quell potion with Verminia. So that means we can go craft one right now. Highest level I can get to 33. So I probably have to get it to 30 and switch back to my Tetherin. Do you mean like the armor rating you're talking about? Yeah. So you need Willow Wings, you need 3 of them to make these potions. Toe of Odes you can find anywhere. And Weeping Dress are very common, so... so we'll have another Cloud Quell in about 30 minutes time. Which is great. Hopefully I don't dice myself on this Sparrow's Tail, but I'll show you roughly pretty quickly before the timer goes. Highest armor is 33. You'll be able to get there like further. So I'm up to 88 armor at the moment, 36 physical reduction, 42 damage, magic defense, and then stability is 10. You will have different statistics dependent on what particular armor sets you're wearing. If you let's go, I think that's the original. No, this is the original. So if I go through and I put all of my original armor back on my Envoy, my damage, sorry, my armor rating will stay quite high. But the reason being is because if I take off my weapons that boost armor, let's have a look. So let's say we'll take that off And then we'll take this off. So you'll get a better true armor rating with nothing boosting your armor. So I've got Grace on. As far as I'm aware, the pact doesn't have any armor. I could be wrong. No, it doesn't have any armor. So your armor base is purely based on your like Wizard's Wish, for example. So it's at 23 at the moment. If I put Wizard's Wish on, it gives me 3 points to my armor rating. I'm going to switch that back to Grace though. I think that doesn't fuck around with my stats. Yeah. So your armor, the more you increase your armors that you've got, you do have a really low armor chance, or rating rather. So the different armor pieces that we obtain over the game will give you a different stat spread of your defenses. So physical magic stability are very good. So the mockery armor itself, once you obtain it, is quite strong. But the biggest factors that really give you a damage increase are your secondary weapons. So I've maxed out the Ambling, which is plus 15 magic armor, and then 11 physical armor. That gives me a huge stat boost in my arsenal. And you can see every single weapon that I've got, secondary, whatever I apply, will have different armor ratings because of the magical armor rating that I tend to put in most of my secondary weapons. So I've got physical armor at the moment, and then I can boost that to 15. So when I switch between Watan and Vidigris, it'll give me the same, and then this one too, because I'm adding more armor to my Envoy. It will go even further because I've got these two open because of the fact that I've got a rune applied to this weapon. If you take that away, it will only add 1 slot. But once you get the rune, even if it's maxed, even if it's normal, it will give you a different defense slot for that particular weapon type. Let's do a physical, and then that's for your fly blades specifically. The Everflame rune is your melee. That opens up 2 attack slots. And then finally, your magic one opens up your utility slots on your magic weapon. Sorry, defense as well. So I haven't actually put anything into this one. So let's do that. And then magic armor. So I now have a big boost in armor rating with the Odiak that I'm using, which is great. So 82 armor. And that works really well with Bromius as well. So that's how to apply a higher stat armor spread on your defenses. I'm itching to get the Mockery set. I've had the headpiece so far. Oh man, you'll get it in time, yeah. Yeah, the drip's really cool. I really enjoy this. I call him Papa Legba, because he is the man of death. Eventually, yeah, there we go. Not really sure why these ghosts don't scale, but that's right. I see you get a lot from your totems. Yeah, you definitely do. Totems definitely open up a huge range of different utility, defense, and attacks within the game. So I'm really, really pleased with how a lot of the totems are working at the moment. I have found things that I find work really well so far. I haven't really been playing too much around with the like the kick staggers and combat arts, so to speak. The only reason why I'm not really doing that at the moment is because I'm going to wait until the combat arts are properly released, or at least applied in the game, so we can start building our own playstyle. Still playing around with the totems as well, just to kind of see what they apply and do. So yeah, if I chose an even stronger armor set, like the Mockery set is quite strong. Get out of here. Stop blocking my stuff. Alright. Okay. You could definitely get almost like 9 90 plus armor so far in the game. Why am I going this way? I've been trying to get as many totems as I can. Finally found a gold one yesterday. You will get gold ones. This one's a gold one. You can tell by the amount of flowers that are like around the animal that you've captured. You will probably find quite a lot of the gold bunnies, which is great. Yeah, the brawn, and that's for a longsword. The gold ones, if you max them out, you can get triple the amount of harmony back from them if you want. With your totems at present, I think there are still... okay, so they have taken... Oh no, they haven't. They have changed the names of all of the totems. So for every weapon class, you're going to get like a different squirrel name. So you've got the Spry for the bows, the Blitz for short blades, and then you've got the Spirited for the magic weapons. Shield, sword, and board is called the Impish. So I haven't checked all the patch notes just yet, but you can melt these extra copies down as you wish to get more harmony, to be able to level up your totems. But you can only do that throughout your arsenal in the Nightfold. You can't do it on the open world. Maybe that'll change, but who knows. Gold rabbit, yeah, you get quite a lot of them. Predominantly, like in this area and around the outskirts. Even in like the southern area, if you go along like the shorelines and stuff, you will get more gold-based totems. But even like the purple totems are very useful. Every weapon class, I got told, has a different classification. So you've got green, purple, and gold. They're your three classes or tiers of your totems. Each weapon class, though, will allow you to only have one particular rank of, say, like a green squirrel, which increases your attack speed. Certain weapons, you're allowed to have a gold totem for attack speed, where others won't allow you to have that, but it will allow you to double up. So technically, 2 green can supersede a gold squirrel for attack speed, as an example. I'll show you what I mean. So there's that. So as an example, I've got Odiak, I've got 1 gold, 15 attack speed. Say for example, I want to use like the Rook. I have 2 purple attack speed. That's 20%. So 2 of these can actually supersede the attack speed of my Odiak. But the Odiak does have a huge advantage in its classification of combat art, where it has grounded, increasing your cast speed standing still. So that, excuse me, applied with the gold 15 plus attack speed, actually outruns the speed attacking of the Rook polearm, which is really effective against mockeries, by the way. So I've only got 1 level on it, so I'm going to go do that. No worries. Yeah, I put up a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube yesterday about it. But I'll probably turn a lot of what I just explained into a short and just whack that up on the channel as well. So I enjoy explaining it live because I find it easier to. Doing recording stuff just solo is, I don't know, I find it boring. So I'll probably turn that, yeah, all into like a short explanation and whack that up on the channel as well. The Rook is very effective because it has blunt damage. So against armored units, it's actually very effective. I've been overlooking this for quite a while. It's not a be-all and end-all, you must have it, but it is a very good weapon against the Sinecure, but also the Mockeries that have got armor, and Mockeries in general. So as far as blunt damage goes, it's very good. And you can put the Everflame on it too, which is even better. So you can blunt damage and you can flame on, which is great. Granted, I do have a maxed out rune on everything at the moment. So the damage output that I do is vastly different from people who don't have their rune. But also, it's just like leveling all your gear and your builds that you put together as well. So I do like to be open about that because, yeah, I don't want to show unrealistic damage output and stuff like that without explaining that. Because I have had a few people be like, I don't do that much damage. I'm like, well, what level are you? And how much have you put into your build? Like, what are you using? Alright. Banneret time. Panctamoon. Hello. Yep, that's you. Come, come. No, don't heal. God damn it. I do enjoy this weapon, specifically for that reason. Its blunt damage does stagger enemies a lot better than a lot of other sharp-based weapons. Bye-bye. Can I please have a Fable blessed by Mora? That'd be great, Fluffy Bird. I will patiently wait. No? Okay. That is a shame. Alright. I'm not going to run through the... I mean, I could probably run through here to see if there's a Orengall's Fang, but... do I really want to? Alright, where's that cave? It usually has a gold chest in there. Alright, I'll run through here. Might as well. Okay, so they can stagger you back with that shield ability. That's cool. Oh, sweet. There's a chest up here. Right, Envoy. Get up there. Orengall's Fang, please. Damn it. I'm pretty sure it's the gold chest anyway. See, look. We can have fast travel in Soulframe. Just add this to the overworld soul gates. Perfect. That's the way that I came in, was it not? Yeah. Do you want to play on the Bridge of Death? Maybe. If I can aim properly. There we go. Juice ball. Okay. So we've got swords. Don't really need them, but I could pick them up. Can't be bothered. Maybe. Alright, silver chest. And brass, I'm assuming. Scrap steel. Okay. And we got a little chest. Give me Orengall's Fang. Damn it! It could have been a Quicksilver blessed by Mora. That'd be great. Oh well. I can only hope for the Feybolt one though too. Let's have a look through. So that's exit. We'll go there. Hello. You still miss every single time. Hilarious. Okay. And can I have an Orengall's Fang, please? Damn it. Alright. I will wait patiently for another Orengall's Fang. Yeah. Okay. Where did we get pulled out from? Okay, so we're back in the middle of the map. That's convenient, actually. Because we can probably go check out this glade instead. Hey, bub. Alright, there are a lot of unidentified items being added to the inventory. I can't figure it out. Where are the fragments? I think I've still got to make this mask, too. Orengall's Fang, please. I need more fragments of it. That would be ideal. Yo, headshot. Hello. Oh, double whammy. Oh, if that hit, I would have been super impressed with myself. Alright. Come on, group up. That's ideal. There we go. Granted, you are all low level. Still feels very satisfactory, though. Alright, bud. Where you at? There you are. Ooh, thank you very much. I'll take this all instead. Alright, let's see how far we can... Oh, awesome. Alright, let's go to the Grove. I love that flame animation. Tantrum lightning. We love a good tantrum lightning. Alright, Glade. You are over this way. And you are this way. Okay, so might as well just go through here. I would like pricklies, I think. Yes, I would. And then, what are we at? Almost 30. And that's 7, okay. Oh, hello. Hello. Mama. Chia butter bun. Chia butter mask. Do we have any chests in here? No. But we have the little apricot. Hey, buddy. Alright. Nothing in here? Cool. I'm not going to go search for chests today. Only in the grove. Actually, a good way to get this weapon leveled up, just hit up this area. Yo, headshot. Awesome. Damn, that would hurt. Okay, so I guess I'll round you all up and collect you. Come on, this way. Uh-oh. Okay, so it does give you a small form of iframe, but not much. Alright, so base, heavy attack. Good, good. Okay. Alright, bud. Let's take you on. What are you? Level 19. Yeah, you'll be fine. Rude. And we have another tantrum landing. Okay. Alright. Who's who? Excuse me. Damn it. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Stop throwing things at me. That's a bit rude. Oh, nice. Thank you. I'll take your soul instead. Alright, where are these archers at? I need to be quick. Hello. There's that one. Where's the other one? There you are. Nope. There you are. There we go. Nope. I get to cheat because I know Webbit Roots goes downhill, not uphill. At the moment. Alright, where is this bitch? What's she mumbling about? There you are. Ah, damn it. Is that one down? Yo, you and your magical pebbles are really annoying. Goodbye. Cool. So light, heavy, light, heavy. Thank you. Sweet. Okay. Alright. I think one more round of the glade and see if we can get the Orengall's Fang. Hopefully. Jingle jangle. Oh man. Oh well, that knocked you off your feet. Orengall's Fang, please. Nuts. Ooh. Okay. I really hope that we can get at least one more fragment of it today. That would be ideal. Can I sneak without letting you see me? I really want your armor. I'd love your armor, please. Ooh, creepy area. Mockery time. Alright, so there's two. Please be armored. I like the armored ones. Come on. Sweet. Excellent. There we go. Rook is max rank. Alright. We'll go switch over to the Odiak. In preparation for attunement to courage. Wake up. Cool. What do we get there? Oh, Sprite bug seed. Damn it. Hey creep, wake up. Okie dokie. We have a nice little fist pump. Love it. Keep the energy going on by. Ooh, is this the glade? I wouldn't be mad about it, but I don't think it is. I think it's just a corrupt area. Okay. Thank you. And there's another creep. Alright. Come on. Wake up. Nope. You are painful. Okay. Lots of sprigs. Okay. So there should be quite a few chests here. Wake up. Come on. Wake up. Stolton. Wow. Okay. That's good. There should be more of you. Indeed. Come on, bud. Facade in a rush. It would be quite nice if we get the fragments for these. Maybe not. Sweet. At least you guys still give a very good amount of XP. And took up the Sinecure at the same time. Alright. Armored one. I think that one's just a normal. And you will wake up though. Okay. Hello. Double whammy. You gonna wake up? Yes, you are. Are you gonna wake up? Is there any corruption nearby though? Yes. Sweet. Alright. Nurash. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Damn it. Not sure what that area is. Are there more creeps? Are you going to awaken? Are you all sleeping? Alright, you can all sleep. Okie dokie. Dude, the water is so nice. Oh no, super creep. Ah. Okay. Double creep. What area is this? I don't think I've ever seen this before. No, I have. Wait, have I? It seems different. And I like it. Wake up. Come on. Wake up. Or not. Okay. There you are. Okay. Come on, creep. Wake up. No, I have been here. I'm just thinking it's a new area. Okay. Creepy cave? Yeah. Oh god. Okay. Oh dear. Hello. Oh, get away. Let me roll past you. Okay. Nice. Gold chest. Anything? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Okay, so there's still a shower. Huh. Oh, that was close. Does soul mode compress the trees, though, still? I'm curious about that. No. Ooh, it looks like it's been fixed. Okay. Very cool. Very nice. Alright. Come on, creeps. Wake up. Perfect. 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. Okay. Eh. There we go. Nope. Okay. And creep it on 2. Alright, what's in here? A chest. Orengall Fragments, please. Times 2. God damn it. No Orengall Fragments? Nope. Nuts. Alright. I think that's the end of the dungeon. With more creeps. Wake up. Come on. At least we got some good levels in there. Oh wait, there's another one. Hey creep. Probably could have used that prior to picking that up, but that's alright. Orengall's Fang. Damn it. Okay, well, I think that's the dungeon run done. Cool. Oh my god, I finally got one. Orengall's Fang. Thank Christ for that. Wow. I hope that's all I need. I think I need 2 more. Alright, so it definitely does drop from this tile set. Good. Holy hell. That is a rough farm, that's for sure. Another chest? No? Damn it. And then this brings us out near Burton. Okay. Not too shabby. Alright, so it takes us all the way from down there to like up here. Depending on the tile set up. Well, that's pretty dope. Alright, let's go have a look at the Fragmento. Ah, little pupper. I'm glad that you're keeping Tubal-Cane busy. Alright, so we forge this. Prone Kabita. Nuts. I need 1 more fragment, but at least we got 1 more. So I have a feeling this will give us spirit, which will be ideal. I think for now, that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover so far. What other Rived Solace Unsula? Nettle I can probably reforge or make again. So Rived Solace Unsula.
So we begin.
Nettle's done. Rived Solace 1. Unsula Vasp. Alright, so I'll reforge all of those weapons in future just to relevel, just so I can get the full rotation of all the armor in the game again, or weapons rather. But I'm gonna wait for premium currency. Where is
Made, but
that? One's my original Odiak. There's this secondary. So I'm gonna track down a hopefully a Feybolt blessed by Mora. That's what I'm looking for. Reason being, you get extra throw distance and consecutive attack damage, so that would be far more effective than the Gildor blessed by Mora. So I think I'll keep that till later. So pretty good run, I have to say that. So
the envoy, it brings us a neighbor?
maybe.
Then tell it we are busy.
I do like that. So let's have a look at bones. Okay. I think I kind of like that a bit better. So that's those. I actually like that a bit better than what I had.
Bring us back a morsel next time, hmm?
Cool.
My palate is so very dry.
Alright, there's Bone Man. Have you got my potion for me, please?
A morsel, a snack?
Yes. Thank you very much, Cloud Quell. Alright, and then I need more 3 Willow Wings. So I'm going to have to keep on farming those little fellas. Cloud Quell. Alright.
My palette
Let's go
is
check
so
on the
very
other
dry.
mask. For Mr. Papa Legba. So we've got 93 overall armor. That's crazy. Oh man, that drops it down to 88 though. Still a pretty dope mask, but this one is far better. I wish this one had at least maybe a couple of points in magic, but little Zook actually smashes. Okay, and then we're just waiting on the other mask to build. That's nice. Alright, friends. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the run. I certainly have. I've got a few more bits of pieces to level. I have switched Juniper to the Courage, as is Blitzel. So, I could switch that over to a Spirit Bow, but the weapon charge rate, I definitely need a Quicksilver blessed by Iridus to do so. And overall, most of the leveling of all the weapons is going really well. So, I think this is where we will wrap up, and I will probably be back on later this afternoon after I have done my human functions of eating and no screen time. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Appreciate you guys chilling out, and I will say ciao for now.